Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Become a Blogger. No, that's not right. It is the blog Become a Blogger Genius. Oh my God, I don't even remember the name of the group or the name of the podcast. Anyway, hi there. I am Jillian Leslie. I'm host of the Blogger Genius podcast. I am the founder of Catch My Party, the largest party idea site on the web, and also the MiloTree app that grows your social media followers and your email list. I'm a business coach. I have a monthly coaching group. If you're interested in something like that, please message me on Facebook. But today we are going to talk about email. In my last podcast episode, I'm going to put a link to it right here. Here we go. In my last podcast episode, I interviewed a woman named Liz Wilcox, and I was already on her email list because I'd heard her someplace else. Oops, let's see what's going on here. Anyway, I interviewed this woman named Liz Wilcox. She's an email expert, and I really liked her because she was super down to earth. She was really authentic. She didn't make email seem intimidating. And I love when people do that. That business doesn't have to be intimidating. And it's all just about showing up with our own special sauce and attracting the people to us that like that. I mean, that's the whole idea. You're out there, you're solving problems for a group of people who like your solutions. And that's what I want you to think about when it comes to email marketing. So before I get started, first I want to say, if you have any blogger friends that you think would really like this group, either please share this video or invite them to the group. I'm running a contest. We're currently around 700 people in the group. And when we hit 800, the person who puts us over 800 and has invited the most people to the group gets a free coaching session, an hour-long coaching session with me. So please invite your blogger friends who you think would really benefit and who would be good additions to the group, because I love when we have discussions in this group. Okay, let's talk about email marketing. And if you have listened, please, in a comment, let me know if you've listened to this episode yet and what your thoughts are or your biggest takeaways. What I think is really great about it, again, is it breaks it down so that email doesn't have to be scary. A lot of people go, oh my God, there's so much to do and the technology and all this stuff. And Liz really just kind of says, here's the basics. Here's what you just need to do. And a lot of it, again, is putting your personality in your emails more than it is, I don't know, lots of like putting in, say, GIFs and videos and making your emails look pretty. So we talk about that in the episode. But the first thing that I liked was when she talked about taking your blog visitors, your site visitors, and turning them into friends, and then turning those friends into customers. Now, it's not like these are your super intimate friends. Depending on what your content is, like if you're just, I don't know, you're doing meal plans, something like that. You don't necessarily have to share super intimate details about your life, but you want to share relevant details that relate to you doing food planning or your family and how they think about food planning or how a customer thinks about, meal planning, that kind of thing. So think about it that way, that you have an interest. Your audience has a similar interest and you want to bond over that interest. You want to provide relevant information about it and really say, like, I see you. I get you. I know what your problems are and I'm here to help you. And then you can lead them into becoming customers, which, by the way, is in no way a bad thing. It's a good thing. They're buying solutions to their problems. You're providing those solutions. A lot of people I asked in the Facebook group, like, what do you think about email? And a bunch of people said, I feel weird trying to sell to my list, as if selling is bad. People are joining your list because, again, you have this commonality and you understand where they're coming from and what their problems are. Therefore, if I can sell you a solution to your problem, you will thank me. And it's like, again, it's a mindset shift. Selling stuff is good if you believe in your product and if your product can help somebody else in their life. And I say this all the time. If somebody steps up and pays for something, usually they value it more versus even something that they get for free. It's weird that way, but just think about that for your own business. Okay, so what we talk about is how to get people on your list. Again, if you understand their problems, then you could create an opt-in that is, by the way, like just one page, a checklist, something easy to absorb. If it's like a ebook, a 30-page ebook, like nobody's going to read it. So this takes the onus off of you. You don't have to create a 30-page ebook. All you have to do is do something small and make it relevant. So it should be relevant to your blog. It should be relevant to, say, the blog post you're going to put it in, like connect the dots so that it doesn't bump people where the blog post might be about summer barbecues. So we just on Catch My Party just published a blog post on getting ready for summer barbecues. And then if I'm offering Christmas printables on that page, it's like, oh, that doesn't make sense. But if I'm offering, say, free barbecue printables on that page, that makes sense. Or if it's a checklist for how to set up a barbecue, that makes sense. But think about whether that offer, even if it's like the best Christmas printables, like that's not the right time. And, or if I'm, talking about baby showers, and then I'm talking about, TikTok parties in my opt-in. They're like, again, you don't want that disconnect. You want it to be like a smooth transition between what you're talking about and then going that little extra step to help people. That's the way to a positive opt-in. And it doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to be useful. And I think we get caught in, I know I do, I get caught up in like, is it pretty? Does it look professional? And what I love that Liz shared is her opt-in is a swipe file of her best emails. And that's all it is. A swipe file is just a collection of emails. And she goes, somebody reached out to me and said, you should put your logo on this. Like she hadn't even done that. And it was like a Google Doc. So it doesn't necessarily need to be beautiful. It just needs to be useful. I thought that was really great. The other thing she said, see if there are other people in your niche that you are friends with, where you can promote their opt-in, they can promote your opt-in, because somehow if it's coming from somebody else who's vouching for you, people take that more seriously. And I thought that was a really good idea. I hadn't thought of that. How can we work together with people in our niche? How do we not see them as competitors, but see them as people we can all help each other? I say this a lot, rising tides lifts all boats. And it is really true on the internet. So even if there's somebody in my space, chances are their audience is not the exact same as my audience. There are lots of people out there to sell to or to help. Some people, might be drawn to somebody in my niche more than to me, or vice versa. So be generous of spirit and do reach out to your quote unquote competitors. Because if you don't see them as competitors, but you see them as allies, it's amazing what you guys can do together. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about. A couple other things is this has come up now. I feel like I am a broken record about this. It's like in every single episode that I do. Right now, the pandemic has taught us that we want people to show up real. We are less interested in the filters and the beauty and the artifice. We want authenticity. And the more you can share who you are authentically in your email, the more you can make that connection and turn that person from just a random person into a friend. And again, I think that that's what we want. Yesterday, as an aside, I went, I live in Austin, and I went paddleboarding with a girlfriend of mine, and she has been vaccinated and I am vaccinated, and I hugged her. and she cried because I'm the first friend outside of her family that she has hugged. And we're all, and we hugged really hard and longer than normal. And it's because I haven't been able to hug her in over a year. And when I've gotten together with her, it's all about like, oh, you got to keep safe. And just to be able to do that, I said to her, I just feel human on a different level. And if you can tap into that feeling, we just want to feel human. We want to be seen. We want to be hugged. We want to be understood. That is what has been showing up over and over again in my podcast episodes. It could be, I don't know about Instagram. In fact, that's an example where people want people to be real. It's, I think, the power of TikTok. So just keep thinking about that in your business, that it's less about the filters and the beauty and showing up perfectly and not looking foolish. We want to see people's mistakes. We want to see where they stumble because it makes them human. And that's the connection. So just be thinking about that. And so that's what I really love about Liz. She loves NSYNC. She talks about NSYNC. She, wants to connect with people who love NSYNC, and it makes her fun. And you get her vibe. And your vibe might not be, you might not like relate to that, but for those people that do, oh my God, it's like an instant connection. So think about that. You don't have to be liked by everybody. You just have to be liked by those people that have a connection to you or that feel this similarity to you. Again, the internet, really big place. Okay. So what she recommends is when somebody signs up for your list, you email them 4 times in 1 week, and then you put them on your regular list. So you put together a campaign that's going to be triggered when they join your list, and you're going to send 4 emails, and I'm going to go through which these are, and then they go to your regular weekly email series or whatever that is. But here are her 4 emails. I thought this was really good. The first one is whatever that opt-in is. Whatever that value you're providing to them in exchange for their email address, and how quickly can you get that to them, and how simply can you get it to them? Like they're looking for that. So you want to deliver on that right away in that email. Then the second email should be your best content that is related to whatever the opt-in is. Again, it'd be weird if somebody doesn't, let's say gets something from me about family barbecues, and in the second email, I'm sending them stuff about baby showers. It's like, what? Maybe that probably wouldn't connect. Not that many people who are planning backyard barbecues are also planning baby showers. So is there content that I know is good that's related to maybe family gatherings or summer parties, something like that, so that they go, oh, I liked this barbecue stuff. Or maybe it's my best recipes for food on the grill. Like, boom, that makes sense. So the second thing should be, what is my best content related to the content that I know they already liked? And let me back up for 1 second. She recommends a tripwire after they get whatever it is you're offering for free. Let me go over what a tripwire is. You've probably seen them and maybe didn't know that this is what it was called. When somebody opens that first email and gets whatever it is they're going to get, they automatically get sent to another page, or it could be even in that first email where you offer them something to buy. So for example, if they get my checklist on how to throw a barbecue, they maybe can pay me $5 and I give them a whole party planning guide. I don't know, but I offer up something that takes them a little bit further on their journey that they're willing to open up their wallet for to buy from me. And Liz does this for a variety of reasons. One, you've got this audience member who's really excited about you. This is like the total time of like, if you're dating, that's like the first date that's gone well. And you want to kind of, take advantage of that in a good way by offering them something that they'd be inclined to purchase, because again, it further solves their problem. And that's not very expensive. Maybe at the most $20. But my tripwires are usually about $7, where we upsell printables. So on Catch My Party, let's say you're throwing a TikTok party, which is a very popular theme right now, especially for kind of tween or teen girls. We offer you free printables. You go to the blog post, you click the link. I'm going to email you. I say, hey, you want the free printable? Sign up here. You click a box, put your email in. I send you those free printables, which come to you. And after you've put in your email, another page shows up that says, hey, if you like these printables, you can buy an even bigger set. Like in the free ones, we don't give away an invitation. You want an invitation and a banner? $7 and some other really cool printables. So it's like you get a set of printables that I think is like really cool. But if you pay $7, you get like this whole set where you can decorate your entire party. And notice, I know somebody already wants TikTok printables, so they'd be more apt to then buy the bigger set. So that's like a tripwire. And Liz totally recommends tripwires. And so first email is deliver what you're going to deliver with a tripwire where you're selling something in addition. 2 is best content that is related. Think about that journey so that there isn't that disconnect where the person goes, why would she send me this? Then the third one, this is a really powerful one, defining the expectations. So saying in your email, hey, like you can share kind of who you are, a little bit more about you, maybe a story about you that's relevant. And you can say, I'm going to be sending you free information or blog posts about X that I know you're interested in. And from time to time, I'm going to offer you things for sale that I think will be beneficial to you. And I'm a business and this is how I make money, that kind of thing, because it sets the expectation up that like I am a business and I want to help you and make money at the same time so I can offer you even more. And I thought that was a really great thing. Kind of like I use this example in the podcast. If you have a toddler and you kind of tell that toddler, like today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the park and then we're going to come home and take a nap and then we're going to have dinner and then it's going to be bath time. The toddler goes, oh, I know what to expect. So therefore, when you're kind of like, okay, now it's time to leave the park, they're not freaking out in the same way because they know, oh, we're going to go home, take a nap, go eat dinner, whatever it is. And so you're setting up the expectations. I thought that was a great idea for an email. And then her fourth email in her series is about her why she's doing this. It goes a little bit deeper, shares the experience of this, what is shared between you and me, so that I further say to you, I see you, I'm like you, we have a lot in common, and hopefully I can make your life better, and talk to me and tell me, give me feedback. Let's build on this friendship. So I thought that was and then you just move this person onto your regular weekly email. Now, the thing is, to make money from email, you do need to sell stuff, and people get kind of hung up on that. However, the way you start to think about selling is, what are your most popular blog posts, and are there ways to get ideas based on those posts of little things you can test to sell? Because I promise you, it doesn't always work that you put something out and people want to buy it. You have to be getting feedback, iterating, experimenting. You have to have what I call at-bats. You're at bat. You're trying, and it's working or it's not working. So that is how you start on this journey to figure out what to sell. And you're constantly, if possible, asking for feedback so that you can fine-tune your products, your tests, to see, if you have an audience that will talk back to you, like speak to you, ask them, what do you think if I created this? Would that be interesting to you? So yes, people are making money via their email list, predominantly those selling stuff. Now, those could be affiliate sales. If you really believe in a meal plan, and it's not yours, but it's somebody else's, and you can sell that to your audience, that's awesome. Now, for Sponsored content, it's really great to show the brand that you've gotten lots of eyeballs on this content. So yes, you want to email that to your list. You also want to email your most recent blog post to get more eyeballs on it. But remember, that's not going to make you rich. Ads on your blog don't make you rich, but yes, share those posts. Be useful, because not everybody's going to your blog or seeing your Facebook post. So definitely send those posts to your people who would benefit from them. Okay. A couple things. These are my pet peeves about email, and you can tell me if you agree with this. One is never apologize in your email. I get so many emails and somebody who I don't even remember, like why I signed up for their list, who I don't know who they are, emails me and says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been so MIA." And I'm like, had you not said that, I would not know that you've been MIA. Just like pick up and own it. Don't even mention it, and just provide value for me. That's all I want. So please do not apologize in email. Second thing is remind me who you are. Every couple emails say, remember me. I'm the whatever person. I'm the person who's going to help you grow your business or your blog. That's who Jillian Leslie is. Notice at the beginning of this Facebook Live, I'm like, I'm Jillian. I have this podcast. I have these companies. Like, remember who I am, because I get so many. I don't know if you get this. Like, I sign up for people's lists a lot, and then I kind of forget who they are. And if they're not referring to, like, I'm the ads person, or I'm the funnels person, or I'm the whatever person, I don't remember who they are. And then I unsubscribe because they're talking about their dog, and it's not relevant to me. So make sure you're relevant, and make sure you remind people, even though you think, of course, they know who I am. It goes back to that thing of we're all in ourselves, and we're not really, thinking so much about the other person. Like, you're not going, wow, I really haven't heard from you in a very long time, and I'm very upset by that. Like, that doesn't really happen. Think about it, just from your own experience. Okay. Thinking about subject lines, you can make them more personal. Think about like how you might put a subject line in just to an email that you are sending to a friend. The more you can go, oh my God, like get people excited, because if they don't click on your subject line, they're never going to get to the email, and you want them to get to the content. So add some power words, make them exciting, ask a question, lead with like half a story, like you're never going to believe what happened to me. And you better believe people will be like, well, what did happen to you? I need to find that out. So just kind of jazz up your subject lines, leaning more toward being casual, conversational, personable. So that's my thought about that. And I want to leave you with this last thought. If people sign up for your email list, they want to hear from you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want to buy from you. And when somebody unsubscribes, thank them, because they're not your right audience, and you don't want to be paying for them to send them emails. So these are, just know that your list wants to hear from you, and you can write short emails. You don't have to spend a ton of time. What I typically do is I set my tomato timer. I really love the Pomodoro technique. I literally use this very janky site called Tomato-Timer, and I just set it for 25 minutes, and I really try to finish my email in that amount of time. So I'm just kind of writing like I might to a girlfriend or something like that. In fact, for the podcast, I send out an email every Sunday. And what I do is I share my 4 biggest takeaways from every episode, because I recognize that you don't have time to listen to every episode. Therefore, I want to give you a cheat sheet so that I'm keeping you up to date on what is happening in blogging and online business now. I want you to know those things. So I want you to get my email so you could be like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, this is what I need to know for email, or this is what I need to know for setting up ads, or this is what I need to know for creating great, blog posts, whatever it is. So if you want to sign up for my list, because you'll get my weekly newsletter with my 4 biggest takeaways of every episode, and I have a link to the episode, so you can just listen to it if you want to right there. Go to bloggergenius.com and sign up. Super easy and I think useful. I really do. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share about email. The link is in the comments. If you're watching the replay, please say #replay. If you've got questions, thoughts about the episode, whatever it is, I would love to hear from you. My husband just got home and he just got his 2nd vaccine shot. So I'm going to go see how that went. And I want to wish you a very happy week. Happy Monday. And please get in touch. I'd love to chat with you. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.